Sorry, Pauline. So we're reaching through the crown of our head, anchoring down our sit bones into the earth. Think of today a tiny little tuck maybe of the chin, and feel the back top part of your skull reaching up towards the sun. Finding stillness in our breath. Our crown chakra is located at the crown of our head, the top of our head. The color associated is a light violet color, connecting us to our higher consciousness. When our chakra is in balance, we live in the now. With a strong sense of trust of our inner guidance. We can see the bigger picture. As a visualization to start our class today, picture a lotus flower. And its ultimate purity of energy inside the top of your head. Opening and becoming larger, enlarging your field of consciousness. Spreading out into the universe. Feel connected to higher energies and free from low energy. We have plenty of mantras today throughout our practice. You can choose a couple that resonate with you throughout our class today. I accept and honor the spirit within me and other living things. I go beyond my limiting beliefs and accept myself totally. I honor my body as the temple that nourishes my soul. I am infinite and boundless. I am complete. The crown chakra can be associated with reaching a state of bliss, giving a pure connection with our soul's purpose. We'll start to notice our breath a little bit more now. Let's bring our hands to our hearts, and I'll show you the lotus flower mudra. We have the pinkies glued together all the way down, the hands, then the thumbs, and we've got a little opening at the bottom. This is our lotus flower mudra. Our mudra is just another word for a hand gesture. So this is our mudra for our practice today. You can use that as many times as you want to whenever we have our hands at heart. And we'll do a little breath of a circle of joy with our breath. We'll clasp our hands together, round out our back, tuck our chins in. We'll come up about 3/4 of the way. And all the way, feel the circle of our arms. We'll come back into that stretch for our mid back. Sitting up straight, drawing our arms into our rib cage, opening up across the chest. And then drawing the hands back behind us, opening up across our heart, reaching that crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Doing that again, we'll come back, our lotus mudra, our hand gesture. Clasp our fingers together, reach the hands forward, tuck the chin, roll back just slightly, tucking the belly button towards spine. So we start to lift up the crown. We come halfway up with the hands and all the way up. Back down, separating our shoulder blades. We'll lengthen up our spine, bring our triceps in towards our rib cage, open up, shining the crown up to the sky. Hands come back behind us. We open up, shining our heart forward, as well as the top of our head up. And bring our hands back to our lotus mudra. We have 2 more rounds through that warm up. Clasp our fingers together, separate the shoulder blades, tuck the chin, maybe roll a little bit through our lower back. And as we start to straighten out and lift the crown up, we bring the hands 3/4 of the way up, all the way up. Back into our rounded back. And then triceps in towards our rib cage, open up across the heart, spreading our fingers out. Hands come back, we clasp and open across the heart, shine the head. Last time through our lotus mudra, softening through our shoulders, clasping our fingers together, drawing them forward, separating our shoulder blades. 3/4 of the way up, accepting ourselves completely today, all the way up. And then that rounded back again. We straighten out the spine, bring those arms in towards our rib cage, open up. Hands come back, opening the heart. And we'll relax those shoulders. So now moving on to cat and cow. Plenty of modifications. You can stay on your chair, you can stay seated, or you can go to all 4s. Seated cat and cow, hands stay on our knees for cat. And then the hands draw back, elbows around the rib cage for cow. Exhaling cat pose. Inhaling cow. If you're on all 4s, we can modify with fists for wrists or forearms on blocks. I accept myself completely. Our mantra for this flow. About 10 more. How liberating it is, accepting yourself completely. Moving with your breath, letting go of your morning, thinking of the crown of the head, lengthening. Last cat, last cow, and we'll move to child's pose. If you're on your seat, we just lean towards our knees. If we are on all 4s, we shift our backside towards our heels. Breathe. Trusting our intuition as well today. Take a moment to connect to the breath. Feel again the rib cage expanding. If we're in our rested child's pose on the mat, we can massage between our eyebrows down on the earth. We'll be moving into a camel pose. I'll show this variation on our knees first. We walk our hands towards the knees, lift up, bring our hands back behind us, draw our elbows towards each other. That can be a great camel, or you can lean back. Personally, I like to just shine the chest forward. Fists or a full connection with the low back. We try not to clench our backside too much and internally rotate our thighs back, creating space in our low back. Instead of clenching your backside, think of going the opposite way. So if you had a block here, you'd be drawing it up and in instead of pushing it forward. A little bit of a different noticing for your glutes. I trust my intuition. Mm-hmm. Great job. Now we'll be moving through a warm-up. So I want to give you lots of options for this one because there is a downward facing dog. And if we've got our chair, it'll come up to the tops of our mats for that one. I'll show it to you first. I'll show it, Pauline, with no pressure on your wrists. Just in a sec. So we have down dog, all fours, puppy pose, back to all fours, and then downward facing dog again. So we start in our downward facing dog. We go to all fours. We walk our hands forward, bring our chest towards the mat, puppy pose. Walk the hands back in, all fours, downward facing dog. And I'll show the options on the chair. So we're in downward dog. All fours, we just shift forward more onto a plank, bend the knees. Puppy pose, you can do downward dog again if you're on your chair. And then shift back into your plank if you're on your chair. So we can flow between those two. You'll go again into downward facing dog if you're on the floor. All fours. Puppy pose, walk the hands forward, open the heart. Back to all fours, downward dog. On the wall, we have a downward dog. All fours, we'll bend the knees, look forward. Puppy pose, walk the hands. Push back to all fours or a plank at the wall. And then downward facing dog. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, all fours. Exhale, puppy pose. Back to all fours or plank at the wall. Downward facing dog. Holding our downward facing dog or moving into all fours if it feels better. Three-legged dog, lifting one foot. Or all fours, extend one foot back, keep the toe on the mat. We're just shifting the weight into different parts of the body. Switch feet, either all fours, one leg extended, or three-legged dog. Amazing job, my friends. Bring it back to downward facing dog, and we'll make our way to forward fold. So take your time, however you want to get there. One foot up, press into that front knee, other foot, forward fold, let the head hang. I trust my intuition today. I go beyond my limiting beliefs and accept myself totally. Halfway lift, let's bring our hands behind our knees and just check in that they're soft, they're not locked. We feel again those sit bones widening. Chair pose, we breathe in. Exhale to mountain. And we've made our way up either on our chair, seated mountain, or standing mountain. Let's take a gentle back bend, just like we did before on our knees, or an extension with your hands. So I'm going to keep my hands back, elbows towards each other, a small back bend, reaching through the crown of the head, more towards the back edge. And relax. Great job. Let's bring our hands in front of us, tuck our thumbs in. If we were on the floor, we did a lot of work on our wrists. And then the other way. And we'll be moving on to our sun breath. We've done this one a lot. I want you to think of today reaching through that crown of our heads. All right, mountain extended, reaching up, extending through the crown of the head. Hinging at our hips, diving towards the mat, breathing out. The crown of our head now facing towards the floor, relaxing our neck. Halfway lift, now the crown of our head turning more towards me, so our gaze on the floor and the crown reaching long. Mountain pose, hands at heart, or your lotus flower mudra. Back into our folds. Oh, I missed a pose. Sorry, guys. We'll get it right the next round. Extended mountain, reaching up, especially through the crown of the head. Exhale, folds. The crown of the head faces the floor. Halfway lift. We're looking at the mat, crown extended, hips reaching back. Lotus flower mudra in mountain, lifting up. Extended mountain, you can keep your mudra if you want to. And fold, breathe out, great job. Let the crown shine towards the floor. Extended mountain, reaching up. Lots of folding, I know. If you don't want to go all the way down, just go halfway down or stop on your chair, fold again. Halfway lift, breathing in. Folding, breathing out. Lotus mudra, hands to heart, lifting up. And that's where we'll stop. Our sun breath day, a little different. Wonderful. Let's take our left foot back, move on to warm up our hips. Very important. Turn the toes out towards those outside edges of our mat. And let's move through. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, bend our elbows, bending our knees. Moonflowers. Flowing with your breath. Feeling the length of your spine. I go beyond my limiting beliefs and accept myself totally today. We can turn this moonflower now into a sunflower. Unless you're sick of bending over, you don't have to go all the way down to the mat. You can stay right up with that sunflower. Love this song. Matching our movements to our breath. The letting go today of limitations, expectations, competition. Last sunflower, we'll be stepping back up to the top of our mat. Straight away into chair pose. Oh, actually, if you want to grab a drink first, you can before we move into more of the strength portion of the practice. Water is good. All right, we're going into chair with our lotus mudra. Feeling open. Can it feel that same feeling in our head? We sit back into our chair. Hands can be at our heart with our lotus mudra, or you could reach it long. Whatever works. Breathe. In our chair pose today, our mantra, I have access to wisdom and peace. Let's give our little back bend again, reach up, straighten our legs. If you want to bend, you can. Straight away back into that wonderful chair pose, shifting our hips back. Lotus mudra or any other hand gesture that feels nice for you. Feeling open. All right, let's straighten it out. Bring our right foot up to the top of our mat, quadriceps awakened. If you're using your chair, you can put it wherever you want, at the front or on the right side of your mat. Right foot forward, left foot back. We're in our warrior one, hips forward. Lotus mudra with our hands at heart and the crown of our head shining up towards the sky whilst we press equally into our feet. I have access to wisdom and peace. can close our eyes or keep them open today, whatever feels best for your balance. Be adding a gentle twist. It may feel better for you to lift your back heel and bring the left hand over to the right knee, right hand into our lower back, or we can be down on our chair, our right knee bending, having a little twist. Trusting our intuition today, listening to the body throughout our practice. Let's unravel, draw our left foot in, straighten out our right leg. So we move into pyramid, hinging forward. Feel the crown of the head first lengthen, and then reach forward towards me, the crown of the head, the gaze down on the mat. Most likely the gaze slightly in front of our toes. As our hips anchor where they are, think of reaching that gaze just slightly forward a little bit more. Breathe. You can have your hands remaining on your hips or your chair, or bring them towards your front shin or the floor, or possibly blocks. Still that crown reaching long this morning. I accept myself completely. Repeating that to ourselves a few times in our pyramid pose. Adding a twist on today, keeping your left hand down, right arm going to our low back. A gentle twist. Oh, we've got our chair. Our peak pose, warrior 3, taking the weight onto the right foot, where we can keep that left foot down or lift up into warrior 3, or reach your arms forward in warrior 3. Breathe and feel and rest. Forward fold, take a rest. Our glutes feeling good. Halfway lift, let's breathe in. Fold again, breathe out. Sweep all the way up, breathe in. Exhale to our lotus mudra and our mountain pose. And let's do that flow on the other side. This time our left foot at the top of our mat. You can move your chair around. Left foot up, right foot back. Warrior 1, that heel's down in the back, and we're bending our left knee. Hands at heart or at our lotus mudra whilst we are reaching the crown up towards the sun. Noticing our spine, feeling connected to the earth. Adding our twist, lifting our back heel. See how it was actually quiet there for like 3 breaths? Doesn't happen very often. Right hand over to our left knee. We've got our twist, or we slide that elbow all the way around for our twist. Or you're on your chair. We'll untwist, bring our back foot in, straighten out both of our legs, find our hips. We've got our hips towards the front of our mat, and then we start to shine the crown forward, and towards me. You can keep your hands on your hips if you want to, and even draw your elbows towards each other at the back, widening across the chest like you're holding a ball back there, or hands to shins or the floor, anything that works. Feel and listen. I accept and honor the spirit within me and all living things. Can enjoy this side stretch or add a twist to it. Our right hand stays down, left hand to our lower back. Untwisting, warrior 3, take the weight onto the left foot, lift the back, or keep that foot down. Whew. Basically shifting the weight into your left foot. You can keep your foot down or up on that back foot. And finally, forward fold. We have space between our feet. We let the crown shine towards the mat, so that lets our head rest in our forward fold, accepting and honoring the spirit within me, within yourselves, and all living things. Halfway lift, let's breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Sweep all the way up, inhale. Bring our hands into our lotus mudra. Again, activate through the crown of our head. A few more standing poses, and then we'll hit the mat. Side angle, right foot forward, left foot back. Our right knee bent and our right elbow resting on the knee and our left arm reaching up towards the sky. Or tuck it back behind you or rest on your chair with that front hand. Using our core to hold us here. So you can check in with our core strength by maybe unweighting your right elbow just for a breath and then putting it back down. Our mantra for this next session or next section, I embrace letting go. Moving into triangle, straightening out that right leg now, the right hand going towards your front shin or resting on your chair. Our left arm either up or tucked safely back behind us. The crown shining towards me, most likely, or the front edge of your mat. Engage the core muscles, feel how strong they are, lift ourselves up. Turn the toes both towards the long edge of our mat now, towards the windows, and open up into star pose. A little flow to warm back up. We'll exhale, step to the center of your mat, go into a little chair or chair belly, I guess more of a bear, belly on thighs, or hold your shins, and then open back up into our star pose. Go back into your little guy here. We want to step maybe to the back of our mat this time, step back, come in, and then step to the top of our mat on our next one. So going to center, getting small, opening, getting small, and stepping. So you've got a few rounds of that to warm up again, your shoulders, stepping to center, opening to one end, center, other end. You can close your eyes if that feels nice. I embrace letting go. Always feeling that extension of the spine, that connection to the mat. Amazing. We'll meet on our left foot, still facing the window, on your left foot and leaning over, biceps coming by our ears, or whichever foot you want to do. We'll lean and reach. Oh, thankful for the wall. I am. And then a forward fold. Breathe out. We'll do the other side after. Take your right hand or your left, whichever one, over to your opposite calf muscle. Find a little stretch. Sorry, Pauline, I keep disappearing on you. We're in a wide leg forward fold with a reach across to the opposite ankle. But we'll come back to our wide leg forward fold. Tick-tock our feet together. Halfway lift, breathe in. Folding, breathing out. Sweeping up, breathing in. Lotus Mudra, breathing out, hands to heart. And our left foot, so facing up towards me again, and we'll bring our left foot up towards the top of our mat. Step our right foot back. We're bending our left knee and bringing our left elbow onto our left knee and our right arm reaching up into our side angle on the other side. We're choosing to take care of your shoulder, your back by tucking your top arm in. We feel that we're pressing into both of our feet, taking weight into both of our feet. If you want to connect with your core more, you can slightly lift your bottom elbow off your knee. See how that feels. Doesn't feel good, put it back. Straightening the left leg, moving into triangle pose. Left hand towards our shin or resting on our chair, and our right arm up. The crown of our head facing up towards our lotus flower up here. So we're opening our chest towards the wall. Wonderful. We'll engage the muscles of our core to lift us up, chest up, turn our toes towards the long edges of our mat, facing the long white wall. And we'll move through that flow again. So at the moment, we're pretty wide. So let's walk our feet in, get down into our little, like a little seed here, and then step to the back of our mat, open up, breathe in, breathe out, getting small again, stepping to the top of our mat, breathing in. Flowing on your own, you can close your eyes or keep them open, getting small. Moving at your own pace, letting your inhale guide you and open up across your heart, letting your exhale engage and get small. Last one, we'll hold on the foot that you didn't do last time. Hopefully you remember. I think we were all on different feet. So choose a foot and do our reach. I should have made a specific foot on that one. I didn't. So do whichever one you want to do. Let your body guide you. And then we step wide and long again, turn the toes towards the long edge of our mat, wide leg forward fold, hinge down. You can stay here with the crown of the head shining towards the mat, or reach a hand across to the opposite foot or ankle and find a twist. Or just stay in a regular wide leg forward fold, crown of the head down, knees slightly bent. I embrace letting go. We'll bring it back to a regular forward fold if you're there. And tick-tock our feet together. We'll turn back up towards the top of the mat, halfway lift. Let's breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Sweep up, breathe in. Exhale, draw our hands to our mountain pose with our lotus flower mudra. And once again, lengthen through the crown of our head, soften our shoulders, feel the earth beneath our feet. We'll be making our way down onto our mat, onto our bellies actually for the first round. Cobra pose. So take your time getting down. If you want to stop halfway, grab a little drink of water. You can keep that chair nearby for after. Right down on our bellies. If you have a block, you can keep that within arm's reach. If you're taking care of the back today, you can slide your block underneath your chest instead for your Cobra pose. All right, let's slide the fingertips down underneath our shoulders, the front of our shoulders. Oh, I might show you guys this cool way to do a one arm tricep push-up today too. If I remember, I'll do it right after this. Oh, yeah, oh, you'll do it. Oh, you can do it. You can do it. I was very impressed. Okay, so let's open up into our Cobra. Slide the shoulder blades down to hug the spine and slowly peel the chest up off the mat. And our crown, our gaze down on the mat, the crown long, reaching. Think of that gentle bend from the top of the head right to the tips of the toes. Just a little bend through the body and strong. And relax. You can make a little triangle for your forehead if you want to really rest your head down. You can massage your forehead down on your hands or the mat. Rock our hips side to side. Release our tension in our back. Let's roll onto our right side. This is our one arm tricep push-up. Okay, so I'll show you here first, Pauline, and then I'm going to move to show the ladies a little bit more. We bend our knees, our bottom arm wraps around our ribs. Bottom arm wraps, front arm in front, top arm in front. So just how we get up out of a seated on our side when we come out of Shavasana. We press up, come up, and down. So that's a one arm tricep push-up. You can try a couple of them. Press into the mat, lift up. We try to keep our knees bent and stacked. You might not like me tomorrow. Your tricep will love me. It's thanking me right now. Last one. Let's move, roll over onto the other side. We'll do it on the other side. You don't have to. Wrap the bottom arm around you. Bring the palm in front of your face on that top hand. We press up. You don't have to come all the way up, just a little bit. Just notice and activate that muscle. Doesn't have to lift you, but just a gentle awareness before we roll over onto your backs. Whenever you're ready, we'll roll over onto our backs. And I know you're facing away from me. That's okay. We'll be moving into bridge pose. The soles of our feet on the floor, walking those feet towards our backside a little bit. And then pressing into our feet and our shoulder blades, lifting one vertebrae up at a time into our bridge pose. Still long and strong through the crown chakra, maybe the chin tucked slightly towards the chest. Slowly lowering our back onto our mat or the earth, moving into happy baby, lifting the feet up, finding space between the knees, outside of our ribs, turning the soles of our feet towards the ceiling, and either holding onto the backs of our legs or holding onto the tops of our feet. If it doesn't feel nice to have space, you can draw your knees together and do our regular rock. Breathe. I honor my body as the temple that nourishes my soul. Hopefully feeling connected to the universe and everything around us today. We can bend our knees now, draw them together into 90 degrees. Open up our wings. And if you'd like to move into a twist, you can drop your knees over onto one side. If that doesn't feel nice, don't do it. You can do our regular twist. Just being nice to our lower back. Feeling connected to the universe and to everything around us. We'll notice our core again, draw the knees back to center. Bring our knees to 90 if that feels good, and slowly drop our knees to one side or the other side. If you want to do the same side twice, that's okay. Feeling a gentle twist throughout our spine. A breath or two more, our exhalation bringing us back to knees in. We can draw our knees to chest. Finally making our way into our Shavasana. We'd like to take time to get settled in. And Sharon is going to take over for our Shavasana. Yay, I get to do it too. You can clip this on, Sharon, or you can keep it right there, whatever works. I'll be extra. I'll put it on.
We'll start just by taking a couple of deep breaths. We'll spend a little bit of time here just visualizing our own crown chakra. Is it a ball of violet light, or is it a ring of bright white light? Take a moment to just visualize your own crown chakra. Once again today, I'll be using vocally created sounds to create a beautiful circle of love and light all around you. This circle of light creates a sacred space, allowing the sound Reiki healing energy to move and flow within your body. Your chakras can be blocked by emotional upsets or any other type of negative energy. The intent of this healing is to remove any negative blocks and to align and balance your energy so you can resonate to 100% divine love and light. Our focus today is the crown chakra, which was beautifully highlighted by Denise, located on the top of our head. Now, all you need to do is close your eyes and settle into an open and comfortable position. It's my intent to create a beautiful circle of divine love and light around all aspects of our beings now, and to align us all to the perfect frequency for this healing meditation today. Your chamber is active now. Your circle all around you, your sacred space. You can visualize that sacred space, what it might look like, or you can focus on your crown chakra. We're all on the same cloud now, ready for alignment and balancing of your energy. I ask Source to remove all negative blocks from your being now, with a special focus on the crown chakra, removing all blocks to your spirituality, gratitude, compassion, and acceptance, transmuting all negative causes and effects so that you are now resonating to 100% light. I also ask Source to repair, align, and activate your meridians, axonal lines, energy grids, and chakras so they are all resonating to 100% divine love and light on all levels of your being now, creating your highest possible divine reality that is of divine love and light. Feel that energy. It's coming up from the soles of your feet, up your legs, through your torso, down your arms to your fingertips, back up your arms, up through your throat, up to the top of your head. It lingers by your beautiful crown chakra. Moving into the back of your eyes. I'm now going to ground us all. Whenever we move or shift energy within our body, we need to anchor the energy once again within our physical body. As I tone your grounding, if you visualize roots going from the soles of your feet deep into the earth, it will help your grounding. I ask Source and the Earth Mother to embrace each one of us in your loving arms and to ground this beautiful frequency of divine love and light into every level and aspect of our being now. Slowly, we're going to come back. Slowly coming back. Take a beautiful, deep breath. Wiggle your toes, your fingers, moving your body slightly. Slowly come back. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. You may feel lighter, your energy bigger. Drink lots of water, it'll help your healing. A balanced crown chakra will play a powerful role in your outlook on life, bringing feelings of serenity, joy, and deep peace about life. Thank you for entrusting me once again, and namaste.